So I'm going to show you what I've been up to lately. I've been doing something I'm a little obsessed with, but it's so cool. It's really something I'm passionate about. I love painting. I'm an artist first. I'm a makeup artist for over 25 years, doing skincare and makeup, but I'm actually an artist. I really love to paint. I love to sculpt. I did special effects makeup for a long time, but what I'm doing, let me just show you a little bit. So I love my Makeup by Mario shadow set. There's a couple of them. This is the matte original, and there's also this one. I forget what it's called, but there's this one too. The second one, let me see, this one is the neutrals. So this is the neutrals, and I use them. You can see they're all numbered and so, and it's a little messy, but I use them as makeup. Like I actually have on the originals. I have that eyeshadow set on my eyes right now, and I use it a lot. I love it. But what I've been doing, I've been making these little, it has number 1 on it for a reason. It has number 1 on it. So I put them on a little, like cheat sheet kind of thing. I put all the colors down so I can see how they look on this particular canvas. And so I've been painting with them. So I have like this set, the neutrals. I have the original, these ones, and I do makeup with them. Like I have this look on today. That's the originals, but I also decided to use them in a different way because I'm an artist first. So here's one of the things I've been working on. So this is one. I can show it to you a little. That's really not a good way to show it, but let me show it to you. So this is one of the things I've been doing. So I've been painting with them. So here it is. Let me stand up because otherwise it's hard for me to show you because I can't hold it and hold the phone at the same time. So here's one of the paintings I just did. So this one I used the Makeup by Mario. I used both palettes. I used the original, this one. You can see how the colors just totally pop. I mean, I don't know which came first. I think I saw the painting, because this is a paint by number. So this is a paint by number set. So if you can see it, it's a paint by number, but I tweak it to make it my own, which is what I do as a makeup artist. I can make it my own. So this is the neutrals, so you can see the colors that are in there. So I use a combination of those two, plus I use, which I don't know how you say this one, Give, I don't even know. I honestly don't know. This is Gwen Stefani's. Why don't I know how to say it? It's very weird. Look, this is the name. That's Give. It's not Gwen, it's Give with an X. I have no idea. So I use this one too with this, especially with the dress, because you can see there's a little bit of sparkle in this palette and a little bit of shimmer in the dress. So like I said, this is a paint by number. I'm not this, I'm a good artist, but I'm not like super amazing artist. Oh, this is my little cheat sheet too with the Give. I just call it Gwen. I say the Gwen palette, which I also love on my eyes. I use all of these as makeup. I use them as makeup, but I've been using them to paint with. So I've always used my shadows wet and use them on people's faces. But I think I saw this offered as a paint by number. Saw this one. Let me backtrack. I just go back and forth. I really have no focus. So I wanted to do some paint by numbers. So I wanted to do a paint by number. My friend did some, Meryl, and she did an amazing job. She does them and they look amazing. So I was like, I want to do that. Like I love to paint, but sometimes coming up with the whole idea, it's sketching it out, doing all this stuff, it takes a lot of time. So I was like, oh my God, I can try paint by number and maybe I can do more shading or whatever, make it look a little bit more personalized. And I was like, yes, let's do it. So I got a paint by number kit. I think I got like 3 of them. I never just buy one. So I got all different ones, floral, other things. And I started painting with the the paints. Well, I use this one. So they come with these little paint pots, you know, so first of all, that was really annoying. Opening these up and everything, I just was frustrated. I was like, this is not relaxing. Just opening these and they splatter all over. I just was not good at it. So I did that with the paint and I wasn't loving it. I was just like, I don't know, something about this paint. I love to paint, but I love to blend. I like blending colors. I like blending on the canvas. So it just was a little bit too, I don't know, too structured maybe for me, because I never follow rules. I'm annoying. So I didn't like doing it with the paints. So then I started looking for other ones. It was like, maybe it's not the paints, maybe it's the one I'm doing, maybe it's the actual design. So it was like, all right, let me see what else is out there. So I started looking online. There's a couple of places you can look on, of course, Amazon. I like scour the internet looking for different paint by numbers. And I found this one. Let me see if I can find the actual piece of paper it comes with. Oh well, I can't find it. So I found this one. So this one was advertised, didn't really look just like that. It looked a little bit more blocky. I have to find the one that it came with. Where do I put everything? So I found this one. It looked a little more like a little bit more paint by number-ish. I guess with all the blocks and the circles, you can see all the shapes like really, really pronounced. So I was like, you know what? I can probably, you know, shadow that a little bit more. So when I went online, I specifically looked for ones that I can do with a shadow set. So when I saw this one online, and this is the one that I said, oh my God, this is exactly like my Makeup by Mario. So I thought right away, looking at this painting on the internet, this is the painting I did, I said, oh my God, it looks just like my Makeup by Mario palette. So between this one and this one, and then of course I tweaked it a little bit with my Gwen palette, which also looks just like it. And I decided, you know what, let me try this. Let me try this since I didn't like using the stupid paints, whatever, they're not stupid, they're just annoying for me. These paints that come with it. I said, you know what, I'm gonna try and do it with wet shadows, because when I do a face chart, I'm basically painting with the shadows of the makeup. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna try this because I know I can do it. And I love it. It comes out so much better. Like for me, it was so much better. Yes, it's a little bit harder because now I have to, why I did these, figure out which colors are going to be good on this. And this is the first one I did. So this is the first one I did. I've done a lot more. I'm continuing to do them. I'm gonna do one where I'm gonna show you like from beginning to end, but I wanted to make sure I could do it before I started showing people. But this one, you can see, if you look close, you can see, well, I tried to hide the numbers as much as I could. I put a lot of paint on this one, but you can see the lines, the shapes. I kind of ignored them. You can see some of the numbers, just a little, it's a number 3. You can see the numbers in there. On the black, you actually can't see the numbers that much, but I tweaked this a lot to make it my own, to create the painting that I like. So it does take a little bit more work. I mean, I don't know, I didn't do this one with the paints, I just did it with my shadows, but I love it. I love painting with my shadows. It's so much better for me. I like the shading, I like the creation, I like how the background is not just a block of color. Yes, they could send you a whole bunch and it takes forever to do it because you have to put in all the little, you know, dots of color, where I was able to paint freer with my shadows. So you can see the background on this one. So the background on this one, it was more about the brush strokes and me blending how I want to. And that to me was great. So this way it was a little bit more of a guided painting project because of the paint by number, but at the same time I was able to put in my own creations. So I don't know if this makes sense to you or not, but it does to me. And I love it. And I've been doing a lot more. I'm gonna be showing you other ones to do where I've been using other shadow sets, which this is one of my favorite ones. I've been doing with my Fenty shadows, my Huda Beauty. I've also been doing with been doing a lot with my Dior palette, my Christian Dior palette, and it's amazing. It's really amazing. And let me just tell you, I did not buy these palettes to do the project. I had these palettes. So if you're a makeup junkie, I'm a makeup artist, so I am a makeup junkie. I have a lot of palettes. And now when I buy a palette, I just bought one. And honestly, I bought it for this particular thing. I brought this one. Well, this is the color chart. Look how many colors are in there. I honestly would never buy a palette like that to use because there's way too many colors, which I'm like, I would never use them because I don't do blues on my eyes that much. But for this purpose, it's amazing. I just did one. I can't wait to show you this one that I did. I didn't use all these colors, but you'll be able to see which ones I use. This is from Pacifica. So this is another palette that I got specifically for this. And it wasn't that much. I mean, this one might have been $13, maybe 20. I mean, it wasn't that much, but I can play around with these colors too. If I have some clients that want something fun, I can use it. There's a lot in here. There's a lot in there. And you can see on here, there's a lot I can use on clients, I can use on myself, and I can use on a painting. So this is my new obsession. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying doing it. It relaxes me. It's a form of meditation, to just paint, to sit and paint, which I love doing. I like doing detailed work. There is a lot of detail. Oh, and by the way, I also use, I can use some of my makeup brushes. So I like to paint with my makeup brushes because sometimes they are just really good brushes. So I've been using some of the Cosette brushes. I have a couple of mine that I use, like this one. And I also have been using a little bit of the brushes that come with the kits because they send so many. Every time I order a kit, they send like 5 or 6 brushes. Sometimes they send more, probably because I'm a repeat client, which I also like because, you know what, if you're gonna do it, if you wanna try it, you don't have to go out and buy specific brushes. You can use some of the brushes that they sell, that they send you with the kit. So you can get that. And I'm trying to get a couple of kits that I like specifically. So you can buy the kits that I've been doing and you can do them at home. So I'm still trying to work on that. It's very hard this one I can't find anywhere, but I love it. I'm working on it. I found a way to do the paint by number, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna go through that. So what this also does, it helps makeup artists become better artists, guaranteed. So I'm completely obsessed with doing this. I'm gonna be doing a lot more. I'm gonna be showing you how I do it. This is just an introduction of what I've been doing, what my crazy world has brought me to, using my Makeup by Mario, which I absolutely love. Like I said, I have it on today. I have my Makeup by Mario eyeshadow on, and I also use it to do a painting. So pretty cool. And you know what's great too? Okay, this isn't just the only one I did. This is the first one I've done. This is the first one. This is the first one, a little shaky because I was trying to figure out how to cover up the lines and I didn't like the way it was the way they wanted it to be. So I tweaked it to do it my own way. So I played around with this one a lot before I got it to look like this. So I did a lot. I did a lot of shading, changing the colors, everything to make it the way I wanted to, which even now it's still not exactly how I want it. Like I like it. I don't absolutely love it, like completely, because that's just me, but because I would have done things differently. So when I get another one, I am gonna do another one because I wanna do it the way I want to. But I did maybe 2 or 3 different paint by numbers, and look how much I have left. Plus, I've used this on my face. So I have this, you don't use it all. You only use a certain amount. I mean, obviously maybe the black is gonna go quickly because I did use black on another paint by number that I did, and it's on this one too. I just got shadow on me. But it's a lot of fun. It's a way for you to use the palettes that maybe you have. Maybe when you get a palette like this, sometimes people use like 2 colors. They'll use like 2 of the colors over and over again. They don't use the whole palette. This is gonna allow you to use some of the other colors, which honestly, I'm sorry, but the colors that I use in this one, I do use on my face a lot. So this one I have a little bit of the colors, like the shadows that I have on right now are pretty close to the shadows that were used here. And on the other one that I did, there's a lot of the same colors. So you know what, it's still a lot left over. So if you have shadow palettes, you can actually do a paint by number. I'm gonna keep showing you the ones that I'm doing. I have a couple of other ones that I absolutely love. And I used my Dior palette. Let me show you that one. Here's the swatches from the Dior. So that's what I do. I make those swatches. Here's the Dior palette. That one I used a lot because I did one that's so beautiful. I did one, maybe 1 or 2 with that one. Here's my Huda Beauty, which I have used on my face, on my clients plenty of times. This Huda Beauty palette, which is so cool, so nice. So I've been using all of these. I've used them on my clients, I've used them on myself, and I've used them to make some beautiful paintings. I'm gonna show you other ones that I've been working on. I'm gonna be showing you other ones that I've done, and I'm gonna show you kind of step by step this new one that I have that I can't wait to start. I can't wait to start and show you the process. Sometimes it's a little annoying. What I don't like about it is that I can see some of the numbers and I can see the outlines, which I'm trying to get over. You know what? It is what it is. It's a paint by number. I'm not drawing this by hand. Maybe in the future I will start doing my own, but right now this is what it is. I'm able to do it. I love it. It's relaxing, and I love the progress. I love the progress. I love as I start doing it and I start looking, it goes from just a flat, you know, piece of canvas into something that has more life in it. So I know I'm a little out of the box with this, but I think it's great. I don't think anybody else has one that looks just like this, and I can't even find this one anymore. But here's the finished product. So I just thought it was really cool, and I love it. The one above is not by me. So this one is a painting that I got, who knows where, probably Kirkland's or somewhere, I don't know, some store. That is not me. This one is the one I've been doing. So that's the one I've been doing with my Makeup by Mario. And that's it. So this is something that you can do. I bypass the paints that it comes with. I honestly don't like how it looks with the paints that it comes with. I started a couple of them with, you know, using the paints. That's why I have so many of these. And I didn't like it. I just wasn't gonna be happy with it. I was like, I can't do this. I can't sit here and paint for this long and not like the outcome. So when I switched to using the shadows, game changer, loved it, loved how it looked, loved the process of painting. I was able to blend more, and it was great. So, I mean, who knew? I'm a makeup artist, I'm an artist, and now I'm painting with my makeup shadows, my shadow palettes, and making some really cool pieces of art. And I'm getting really great response from them. I have a lot of clients that are like, oh my God, that's amazing. And when I tell them I've done it with a shadow, my Makeup by Mario palette, they're blown away. So I hope you can try this. I'm gonna be showing a lot more, and this is just the first one. So welcome to my world of makeup by number. I don't know. Makeup by number, my makeup artist, my palette, my makeup palette obsession. This is what I'm doing with it. So I'll see you soon, very soon, with the next one. Bye.